Welcome back. Thank you for staying with Checkpoint. Let's take a look at this special feature coming your way, all to do with road safety during the festive season. Now, the festive season is here with us. The air is filled with excitement and the promise of joyous reunions. Families eagerly anticipate coming together, friends plan long-awaited celebrations, and travelers set off on journeys to loved ones. Yet, amidst this merriment, the festive season also brings a surge in road traffic, and with it, an increased risk of accidents. In this special feature by Vera Mora, we delve into the stories of those whose lives have been forever changed by road accidents during the festive season. And as we navigate this period of heightened travel, it's crucial to remember that the safety of our families, friends, and fellow travelers lies in our hands.
According to data shared by the National Transport Safety Authority, over 4,000 people have died on our roads this year. That is from January to November. And over the years, December records the highest number of road fatalities. But who is to blame for these numbers? Is it the drivers, the authorities, or me and you? Join me, Vera Mora, as I take you through the gaps that are in our systems and why we should save lives this festive season. Every festive season, Nairobi's vibrant streets transform into bustling hubs of activities. The air is filled with joyous sounds of carols, laughter, and the hum of traffic. However, beneath the surface of these festive cheers lies a grim reality: road accidents. The festive season, characterized by increased travel and celebrations, often sees a surge in road accidents. The Kenya National Bureau of Statistics reports a significant spike in accidents during the months of December and January. These accidents, unfortunately, often result in loss of life, injuries, and devastating impacts on families. David Jogo, now a dedicated businessman, was only 12 years old when a tragic accident shattered his world. In a blink of an eye, his life was altered. He found himself trapped in a nightmare of pain and uncertainty.
I broke my right hip and it damaged the major part of my body, and since then I've never walked in a straight way. So I've been living with a disability from 12 years.
David faced a long road to recovery, both physically and emotionally, because the physical pain was only the beginning. But his indomitable spirit and his wavering determination saw him through the darkest days. But ever since, each day brings new challenges, from learning to walk again.
When one part of your body has a problem, anything happening normally goes to that part. Because again, 3 years back, I had a small accident, and a vehicle just hit us back behind, and again, the same leg broke because the bones never grew to be strong. Then it is not an easy thing to live with a disability.
Today, David not only stands as a testament to human resilience through the emotions, the moments of despair, and the triumph that defined his path to recovery, but also as an advocate of road safety.
Talking of the speed governor, the safety belts, I even ventured, instead of matatus, now I ventured in selling the safety belts and the speed governors. That is how I came now to be a speed governor vendor during Michuki's time. So I've been there on the road, and I can tell you what we achieved and what went haywire and what is happening, because for sure today our country is at risk. Our roads are not safe at all. And for sure, don't forget, when NTSA was formed, every Kenyan knew there was a body which came. NTSA was feared by all the people. If everybody, even drunkards, used to fear NTSA. Today, NTSA is, who knows NTSA today? Today, NTSA is just a barking dog. They can do nothing.
A spark of determination burns within him.
Why do we have vehicles flying our roads because they are carrying mirrors? Ask yourself, how much money do these people have so that they have been able to bribe all the police from Meru to Nairobi? Ask yourself, they have a lot of money. They buy so many vehicles. Why can't they buy a chopper and carry their mirror there?
David no longer trusts Kenya's transport systems that have been the backbone of its economy, connecting people and goods across the nation. Because to him, the rising toll of road accident casts a shadow over these achievements, calling for urgent reforms in transport systems and agencies.
That is a trap. That is a bomb, a time bomb. When these things start happening, you will be unable to avoid. And that's why I told you from the beginning, they are not accidents, these are crashes, because this can be avoided. If we can have good people with good heads leading NTSA, I'm telling you, these deaths can come to an end.
With thousands of lives lost or forever changed by road accidents in Kenya, the National Transport Safety Authority is determined to bring these numbers down. These tragedies are not just statistics, they are mothers, fathers, children and friends whose absence leaves a void in countless lives.
This month is always our spike period. We call it a spike period. Anything can happen at this time. We are holding it very delicately, our fingers crossed. It's going to be a multi-agency operation. Ourselves, the National Police Service, we have an NACADA on board, we have the entire NGAO structure as well coming on board to support that, because also we are looking at safety and security. During this particular time also there'll be rush. People want to do shopping here, they want to go for events here and there, so that rush. And that rush comes with restlessness, it comes with speeding. People want to get to point A, B so fast. There are people who have not even made up their mind whether they're going to travel or not. But come 24th, midnight, somebody wants to travel that particular time, oblivious of the consequences, on that road.
According to NTSA, one primary factor contributing to the rise in road accidents is the increase in long-distance travel, especially December and early January. Many people travel up-country to celebrate with their loved ones, leading to congested roads and fatigued drivers.
For passengers who will be boarding PSV vehicles, do not allow yourself to board a vehicle that is already overloaded. And by the way, even passengers, plan your journey as well. So should you be found in excess, we need to deal with passengers now, not just at the matatu peke yake. Even you, didn't you see there's no space? Then why did you allow yourself to be buzzword? Who will be on you, badly?
The long hours on the road, combined with the pressure to reach destinations quickly, often result in reckless driving and fatigue-related accidents.
The vehicles which are carrying our passengers, to make sure that they have two drivers, because the driver is supposed to be driving for 8 hours.
A shuttle leaving here going to Kisii will have a rest time in Narok for around 45 minutes before proceeding with the journey. And just mention that we've added more drivers, so once the drivers have gone on a trip, there are two of them with a conductor, they come, they rest, others take charge to be able to complete a trip. So we've made sure that each and every driver gets enough rest during this period, because this is again another period that our roads are heavily jammed. So a journey that usually takes 9 hours to 10 hours will take even up to 14 hours on the road.
The increased movement during this season puts additional pressure on long-distance drivers who often cover hundreds of kilometers navigating diverse terrain and varying weather conditions. It is imperative for all long-distance drivers to exercise extra caution.
In Nairobi we have extra drivers, wanangojea the immediate driver anatoka chini, akifika hapa 8 hours anashuka, mwingine anachukua. Hii gari ikienda chini, ikifika chini kuna drivers wako standby wanachukua. Ndio at least your fatigue ya 8 hours, especially these peak periods ya December, usipoangalia fatigue to avoid these reckless accidents.
We'll be looking at a number of things. One is those compliance issues for PSVs. We'll be looking at, are you inspected? Do you have the PSV licenses? Do you have your driver? Is your DL okay? We'll be checking also in terms of do you have a PSV badge for those PSV drivers.
As NTSA intensifies road safety campaigns, including advocating for responsible drinking, Many Kenyans still engage in drink driving, carrying their merry to their wheels. Alcohol consumption plays a significant role in the rise of road accidents during this period. Festive celebrations often involve drinking, and despite strict laws and regulations, instances of drunk driving increase. Drunk drivers pose a severe risk not only to themselves but to other road users, leading to tragic consequences.
You'll find most drunk drivers don't belt up. Most drunk drivers speed. Most drunk drivers will be on phone, so busy, either telling somebody this and that kind of a thing. So again, you find you're committing more offenses than just the one maybe drink driving. So that's why we are really against drink driving, because we know, other than impairing you, but it also aggravates other offenses, which are also very risky.
Moreover, the festive season often coincides with the rainy season in Kenya, making roads slippery and increasing the likelihood of accidents. Poor visibility, coupled with the often poor conditions of roads, further contributes to accidents.
I'll say the government is caught by surprise, usually this festive season. That's when some of the roads they're erecting speed bumps that are not there. We need road signs on our roads. And of course, even the number of accidents increase on our roads, then that leads to a lot of traffic jam. So what we are calling upon the government is to prepare itself on our highways. We know where the black spots are. We know where accidents are prone to happen. So as they happen, immediately they must have a response unit to be able to evacuate those who are injured, to be able to remove even the wreckage on the road, so that we can have a smoothless festive season in terms of movement on our roads.
Roadblocks have been placed in different highways in the country to ensure vehicles are roadworthy, and encouraging drivers to take breaks during long journeys and increase police presence on the roads. But Matatu Owners Association chairman faults the government in not stamping its authority to abolish certain vehicles from operation.
What we can say on the issue of the Probox and the Sienta, we can say the government has let us down, because we sat down with the minister, we agreed they should be out of the business because they are not supposed to be doing PSV business. Up to now, they are still there, and they are the major cause of accident on our roads. So what we are urging the government, they need to come and crack down on those vehicles.
Of course, there is that last-minute rush where they come, they board any Sientas or Proboxes on our roads. It is not safe. What we are calling is that you go to a registered company which has complied with NTSA rules and regulations, which is well planned to handle these masses on our roads.
The contributor to these personal vehicles being used as PSVs is the increased number of travelers from the cities. Long-distance vehicles have been overwhelmed with clients seeking to secure tickets.
During the normal days, we transport around 3,000 to 3,500 averagely in a day. Right now has risen to almost 5,000 people in a single day.
With the travel demands going high, how is safety guaranteed for travelers?
We should not allow the driver who do not understand the road from here to Kisumu to drive that vehicle. Let's have the driver who understands the road to drive the vehicles.
While these traffic laws exist, their enforcement is often inconsistent. Corruption and lack of resources hinders effective regulation. For instance, witnesses have given account on the process of obtaining a driver's license, often marred by shortcuts and bribes leading to unqualified drivers on the road.
Many times we point out to authorities and agencies that are meant to keep us safe these festive seasons. But what is the responsibility of we as the passengers? I will be telling you on what to look out to keep yourself safe as you travel this festive season.
As we celebrate the festive season, it is crucial to prioritize road safety. Simple actions like adhering to speed limit, wearing seat belts, making sure your driver is not drunk, and encouraging drivers to take regular breaks can make a significant difference. In 2023, deaths from crashes stood at 3,901. Those who were seriously injured were 9,501, and at least 6,789 were slightly injured. This year, the numbers went up. In 2024, the number of fatalities stood at 4,282 from January to November, while 10,662 Kenyans were seriously injured and 6,676 were slightly injured. This year, pedestrians are leading in fatalities at 1,637 compared to 1,413 recorded last year, while motorists follow with 1,045 deaths, making a slight decrease compared to 1,032 in 2023. Between January and November, at least 788 passengers lost their lives in road crashes, compared to 673 in 2023. And 369 drivers lost their lives compared to 352 the same period last year. In the same year, 71 pedal cyclists died from an accident within a period of 11 months compared to 80 in 2023. A total of 10,663 people who were involved in road accidents this year survived with serious injuries, and a total of 6,675 people survived with slight injuries.
Ilikuwa inatoka Nairobi na sisi tulikuwa tunatoka Kisii. Ilipita juu yetu.
Huyu ambaye amelazwa hapa ni mamangu. Alipata ajali jana na ameumia miguu.
Alikuwa na overspeed. Tukitoka tuko Sobea, alikuwa na overspeed.
These survivor stories highlight not just the physical injuries, but also the emotional and psychological scars left by road accidents. Families are torn apart, livelihoods are disrupted, and the road to recovery is long. As Kenya grapples with the menace of road accidents, it is crucial to remember that behind each statistic is a human story of pain, resilience, and hope. By sharing these stories, we can foster a greater understanding of the impact of road accidents and advocate for safer roads for all. Vera Mora, for Highways of Havoc, KTN.